Hi, I'm Boris Said, BMW of Murrieta. Do you know why I'm so lucky? I get to drive my dream car, the BMW i8. And what's unique about this car is it's like a car from the future that you're driving now. It's like when I was a little kid watching the Jetsons and you had the flying car. Nothing gets closer than this. Let me show you something. It's the first production car with a carbon fiber chassis, just like the race cars I race on the weekends. It's four-wheel drive, electric motors in the front, a 1.5 liter turbocharged 3-cylinder gas motor in the back. You can drive it in 4 different modes: just electric, comfort mode, normal mode, or what I usually drive, sport mode, running everything. This car, you can drive it. I might drive a little bit over the speed limit. You might have saw the radar detector, but full on, I'm getting about 45 miles to the gallon in a car that can go 0 to 60 in 3.8 seconds. It doesn't get better than that. This car is probably the last car I'll ever drive, unless BMW comes up with something better, which they probably will. But right now, I'm living the dream. The ultimate driving machine, the BMW i8.
How fast will this car go?
This car will go an easy 165, but I think that's because they limited it a little bit. I haven't been much over 155, but it goes pretty good.
What's on the dashboard?
Well, that might be my Escort 9500 iX. That just tells me when we're around the policeman. In this 3-cylinder engine, even though it's only 1.5 liter turbocharged engine, it feels like you're driving a car as fast as an M3. I mean, it really puts you back in the seat, and it still has that BMW ultimate driving machine feel, especially with the 4-wheel drive. This car corners so fast, and with the batteries down low and the center of gravity so low, the carbon fiber chassis, the aluminum doors, it is so light and nimble. That's what makes it the ultimate driving machine. And when you drive home, you can drive down the highway in comfort mode and automatic, but as soon as you pull off on that 5-mile twisty road that I have to my house, it always goes to sport, paddle shifts, and the noise of the motor is so good I never even have the radio on.
If you're kind of a tinker fix-it guy that likes to work on your own cars, this is probably not the car because it really doesn't need much.
This is not the kind of car for a tinkerer. This car needs nothing. It'll never break. It's very reliable. This car is about getting in, driving it, or just standing back and looking at it, how cool it looks.
And you had a chance to drive this on any track?
I actually took this car to an autocross track just to see, and with all the original stock components, tires, everything, the car was really fast.
Is it an everyday commuter driver car?
I use it as an everyday commuter drive. My commute to work to home is 38 miles. The biggest problem with this car really is you need more time, because every time you come out of a supermarket or a store, there's always people around it looking at it, and you gotta stop and ask questions and answer questions for about 15 or 20 minutes. And even the other problem with the car is you're driving down the road, people in Porsches are hanging out their windows, taking pictures of it, thinking, man, I wish I would have bought that car instead of my 911.
You'll race anything, right? How many years for a factory BMW, but how many different race cars and marques have you raced for?
I mean, I've raced over 30 years. You know, the bulk of my career has been in BMWs, over 15 years. But over the years, I've pretty much raced anything with 4 wheels, with any name on it. I've never said no, but BMW has always been the brand close to my heart.
How many NASCAR guys that you have personally had that you taught them secrets of road racing?
Well, over a course of probably about 8 years, I've probably taught over 33 drivers in NASCAR, Nextel Cup, Winston Cup, whatever you want to call it. You know, from Dale Earnhardt Jr., Dale Earnhardt Sr., just down the line, just a lot of people. And it was really fun to do it because, you know, now all these people are my friends. And, you know, but once you teach them these secrets, you know, it's like showing a duck water. You know, those guys are drivers. And now, you know, in NASCAR road racing, some of the most competitive racing they do. And it's exciting to watch and it's exciting to do.
What size are your feet?
13. So that helps the right foot flat on it.
So what's with all these cars coming with paddle shifters, no more clutch?
Yeah, you know, I'm kind of the old school. I still miss the old cars. I mean, one of my favorite cars I've ever got to drive is a 73 BMW CSL, you know, the old race car. And there you had no age, you had no power steering, you had a gated shifter, you know, terrible brakes, a bad clutch, and it took a lot of skill with footwork driving. And, you know, I'm one of the few drivers that have gone through both eras where we had no electronic aids to now, you know, the electronic aids that were driving in our car at Daytona is basically it's an automatic transmission with a paddle shift, and it has ABS brakes and traction control and anti-yaw. All the stuff we developed in racing that are now on street cars, which is pretty neat to see. But I think it's made the racing a little boring. I mean, I'm still kind of an old school guy. Cars are just getting better, things are evolving, and I guess I'll get used to it eventually.
When the I came out, what was your reservations and what has surprised you?
It's definitely, you're driving the most futuristic car in the market right now, except maybe the new 7 Series. But if you're a sporty guy and you want to look cool, this car to me is just the most beautiful piece of equipment on the road right now, and driving it's a blast.
The BMW i8 drive module is made of a sturdy aluminum housing for all chassis and drivetrain components, as well as the high voltage battery. BMW eDrive features an electric motor at the front axle for purely electric driving with 129 horsepower and 184 pound-feet of torque. The i8 has a 7.1 kilowatt high voltage lithium-ion battery pack with advanced active thermal management. BMW twin-power turbo 3-cylinder, 228 horsepower engine with high precision direct injection combines eDrive 129 horsepower electric motor, total power output of 357 horsepower. Carbon fiber is 10 times stronger than steel and 50% lighter. LifeDrive vehicle architecture features lightweight aluminum drive module components and a carbon fiber reinforced plastic passenger cell life module. The BMW i8 has amazing aerodynamics, offering an outstanding drag coefficient of 0.26. Air curtains, the large air inlets, effectively contribute to lowering air resistance. Partly closed kidney grille only lets in as much air as the cooling system requires. BMW eDrive. The electric motor can be chosen for pure electric driving pleasure in eDrive mode. A futuristic sports car that offers all-wheel drive in hybrid mode. Car and Driver's independent performance tests clocked the i8 from 0 to 62 miles per hour in just 3.8 seconds. Car and Driver also says, with swan wing doors, a shark nose grille, and a supercar stance, the i8 plug-in hybrid is a truly revolutionary vehicle. Experience the BMW i8 at BMW of Murrieta, recipient of BMW's coveted Center of Excellence Award 4 consecutive years. BMW of Murrieta is your i8 specialist serving all of Southern California, offering enclosed transport and VIP BMW i8 home delivery. BMW of Murrieta are specialists with individual i8 requests like custom wraps, colored wheels, special tints, and factory laser lights. The BMW i8 has received much recognition, including North American Concept Vehicle of the Year, Best Production Preview Vehicle Award, Technology of the Year Award, Top Gear Magazine Car of the Year, Luxury Green Car of the Year, UK Car of the Year, UK Performance Car of the Year, Reader's Choice Green Car of the Year, and World Green Car of the Year. Thank you for watching BMW Genius videos on YouTube.